Hello, good day. How are you today? You're good, right? Okay, that's nice. Are we ready for today's lesson? Okay, I know you're ready for today's lesson. Today in basic science, we are going to be learning about energy. Our topic for today is energy. What do we mean by energy? The forms of energy. We're going to be talking about energy in today's video. So are we ready? Okay, let's go. Firstly, we are going to know the meaning of energy. What do we mean by energy? Energy is the capacity to make things happen. It can be used to move objects, make things warm, or even create light. Energy is the capacity to make things happen. It can be used to move objects, make things warm, or even create light. Did we get that? Good. So we have forms of energy. We have the kinetic energy. This is the energy of motion, movement. For example, a moving car or a rolling ball has kinetic energy. Is the energy of movement. When something is moving, it has to do with movement. A moving car, a rolling ball. We have the potential energy. This is stored energy. For example, a stretched rubber band or a book on a shelf has a potential energy. It is stored energy. Thermal energy has to do with heat. This is the energy associated with heat. For example, a hot stove or a warm cup of tea contains thermal energy. It has to do with heat. Okay? We have light energy. This is the energy produced by light source like the sun or a light bulb. That is light energy. We have the sound energy. This is the energy produced by vibrating objects like a ringing bell or a singing bird. Sound energy has to do with sound, vibrating objects like ringing bell or singing bird. Okay, so these are the forms of energy. So sources of the thermal energy. Where do we get heat from? Sources of the thermal energy, the heat energy. The sun provides heat and light. It provides heat and light to the planets, to the earth. So the sun is a source of heat energy. We have fire. Burning materials like wood produces heat. Stoves, ovens, campfires, they use fire, right? They produce heat. When we on our stoves, the oven to cook, it produces heat, right? So it's a source of thermal energy. Hot water, boiling of water, it's a source of energy, heat energy. Human body, our body also produces heat, which keeps us warm. Like when you exercise, you produce heat. So it keeps you warm, right? We have the electric heaters. These are electric devices. They also produce heat. So these are the sources of thermal energy, which is heat energy. Do we understand that? So the source of thermal energy is the sun, fire, hot water, human body, electric heaters. They are sources of heat energy or thermal energy. Thermal is not also has heat energy. Okay, do we understand that? Then we have the sources of kinetic energy, which is of motion, movement. Moving vehicles like the cars, bikes, and scooters have kinetic energy because they are moving. Toys, they are in movement, so it has kinetic energy. That is the source of kinetic energy. Sports and play, playing balls, swinging, spinning is movement, right? So it's kinetic energy. The wind. The wind has kinetic energy and can be used for activities like flying kites. When the wind is blowing, you can also use the wind to fly kites. So it's a source of kinetic energy, a source of movement energy. Okay? Water flow. When water flows, is a source of kinetic energy. Animals in motion, animals in movement like birds, fishes have kinetic energy when they move because they are moving. It's kinetic energy. So sources of kinetic energy is moving vehicles, sports and play, wind, water flow, animals in motion. These are sources of kinetic energy because it has to do with movement. Okay, good. So energy can be conserved and also conserved. What do we mean by energy conversion? This is when one form of energy changes into another form. It is when one form of energy changes into another form. That is energy conversion. Energy conversion is when one form of energy changes to another form. For example, when you eat a food, which is chemical energy, your body converts it into energy to play and move, which is kinetic energy. So energy can be conversed. Okay, like when you eat your food, it gives you energy to play. When you eat your food, it's chemical energy. Then your body converts it to energy that you can use to play, which is the kinetic energy. So energy conversion is when one form of energy changes from another. Okay, then energy conservation. This means using energy wisely and not wasting it. Energy conservation means using energy wisely and not wasting it. This means use wisely. You can use energy wisely and not waste it. For instance, turning off lights when you are not using it. When you are not making use of light, you turn it off to save energy. Do we understand that? So energy can be conserved and also conserved. Okay, we say energy conservation is when one form of energy changes into another form, and energy conservation is when energy is used wisely and not wasted, like turning off the lights. If you are not making use of it, you are saving energy. Fixing leaking windows to keep a room warm saves energy. Okay, do we understand that? Now we have the renewable energy and non-renewable energy. Firstly, we are going to be looking at the renewable energy. These are energy sources that can be used again and again without running out. Renewable energies are energy sources that can be used again and again without running out. Okay, examples include the sun, the wind, moving water. The sun keeps shining, the wind will keep blowing, rivers will keep flowing, so their energy lasts forever. These are like gifts from nature that never run out. We can keep using these energy sources because they are consistently being replenished by nature. So they are renewable by nature. Is nature gifts to planet Earth. So renewable energy are energy sources that can be used over and over again without running out. We have the sun. The wind keeps blowing. Water keeps flowing. These energies are nature gifts. Then we have the non-renewable energy. What do we mean by non-renewable energy? These are energy sources that will run out one day because we can't make more of them. They are energy sources that will run out one day because we can't make more of them. They are non-renewable energy. Examples include coal, oil, and natural gas. Just like a box of crayon that when you use it, it will still finish, right? Once you use all up, there are no more left. So these energies are like special treasures because once they are gone, we can't get them back. We use this energy because they can be powerful source of energy, but they are running out. Coal, oil, natural gas. These are non-renewable energy. So they are special treasures, okay? Today's lesson, we talked about energy, right? We now know the meaning of energy, the different forms of energy, the sources of energy of thermal and kinetic energy. We know their sources, right? We know the meaning of energy conversion and conservation now. And we also know renewable and non-renewable energy, right? Good. Okay, so now we go over to our assignment. These are what we have learned in this video. List out the different forms of energy and explain two. Meaning of energy conversion and conservation. What are the sources of kinetic energy? We learned all this in this lesson, right? And we understood. Okay, that is very good.